In light of Youthforia's horrifying attempt to make a dark foundation shade, I thought it might be fun to demo some of my favorite paint colors for mixing up darker skin tones. Here, I'm using yellow ochre, phthalo turquoise, and my favorite convenience color, brown pink. Convenience colors are paints that you can buy in tubes that are actually just a combination of two pre-existing pigments. Brown pink being a mixture of pyrroline red and transparent iron oxide. Brown pink is one of my favorite colors for mixing melanated skin tones. The paint itself is transparent, which gives it the ability to absorb light and appear darker the same way that layers of melanated skin would. But it also has a rich red undertone, which is very important when mixing any skin color. We can use phthalo turquoise, another transparent paint color, to neutralize our brown pink and make it look darker and less red. But even the darkest of skin tone colors will have a slightly warm cast in relationship to just a boring, pure black, like the Youthforia foundation shade. Now, there are no true right or wrongs in art, but personally, I use a general rule of thumb when mixing skin tones to never use the color black. Black desaturates color, and dark skin is very, very colorful, which is why it's so important to use only colors whenever you're mixing skin tones, no black. On the other side, you will have to use white for mixing lighter skin tones, but that's a desaturation that we are okay with because lighter skin tones have less saturation and less color than melanated skin tones. Think of it this way: the lighter the skin tone gets, the less saturation and less color you're going to find in that skin. But the darker the skin tone gets, the more color and more saturation you want to have in that skin tone. Even if the color appears very dark and it's hard to see how much chroma is in the color itself, as a painter, you should know that you used lots of saturated paint hues to get to that point. Going back to my obsession over brown pink, you can see here that I'm able to use it to take what looked like a lifeless tan color back to more of an actual skin tone. That's because even cooler skin tones still have a very strong red undertone. When we look at skin, we are seeing light that bounces through not only the layers of skin themselves, but the light that passes through layers of muscle, blood vessels, and all kinds of stuff that's underneath our skin. So naturally, of course, we see lots of red and pink underneath that skin tone. Without that red or pink, it's going to end up looking lifeless, kind of like the Youthforia foundation shade does. There are so many options for good colors that help mix better dark skin tones, and there are no good excuses for not accommodating all skin tones appropriately in a makeup line or in a painting.